Welcome to the Mere Nonsense podcast. We are your hosts, and with a guest. I am Z, got Billy over here, and then our special guest, Venus. Uh, Brad cannot make it today because he is having internet issues, so luckily we had someone to take his spot for the night. Or who knows, maybe he might have good internet and then he'll just pop up like last time.
Right. We'll be in the chat, watching, lurking in the darkness.
Yeah, well, you're gonna stream this, right? If you're not already.
I'm sure.
Yeah, so he's gonna pop up at some point. I believe it.
He won't let me take his spot.
No,
He can't live with that.
What do you mean?
No.
He's been looking for it out this whole time.
This is, sort of true.
He's trying to start the singular breakfast at midnight.
Yeah. The old podcast of which we do not speak about.
But we speak about it almost every podcast.
Almost. Not as much as Open House though.
Open house, say that.
We
If
talk
you have
about every
that,
podcast.
you need to see it.
Oh, yeah, we talked about it to you, Venus.
To me?
Yeah.
Venus?
Open House?
Yeah,
Was that
it's a
another
Netflix
podcast
movie.
you guys tried to do?
No,
No, it's a
Netflix
movie.
movie.
Oh, the Netflix movie.
Brad's favorite movie ever.
Oh,
To the point
now I
where
remember.
we bring it up literally every episode. But,
Yeah, now I remember. Yeah.
Long story short, Billy came over to visit. I think it was for my birthday. I'm not sure. And we ended up we couldn't. We always have this issue whenever we look for a certain scary movie or just trying to watch a scary movie. I'm pretty sure everyone has this issue. You just look through the fucking list and you just can't ever pick anything. So Brad you said, fuck it, we're gonna choose this one. Open House turned out to be the worst fucking movie in the world, but it's so bad that it's good, and they're making a sequel. So
Mhm.
that's Open House for you. Long story short.
Have you seen the trailer? Is there a trailer for the sequel yet?
I think they only announced it.
Oh, they only just announced it.
I'm not sure if they're even in pre-production yet. But yeah, that movie was great. If Brad's watching, it was great.
It sounds amazing. It sounds like the best movie ever, and I can't wait to see it.
Actually, yeah, we could put that on there. Oh fuck, dude. You know what? If we put it on that list of movie night, Brad's gonna take my spot because I'm not gonna fucking watch that movie again.
You gotta watch it again. You spent like half of it in the shitter.
And drunk, so I don't actually remember.
So you don't remember any of it?
I don't remember
No.
anything. I just don't
It's
remember.
all gone.
I just remember not having a good time.
No, that doesn't sound like a good time at all.
It was almost dreadful.
See, and Billy was sober.
Almost.
Come on.
Billy
Oh.
couldn't drink enough to get drunk.
Those aren't good nights. No.
That's his issue. I mean, he's one of the few heavier drinkers that I know that can drink everyone under the table. Like, just everyone will be blackout, everyone will be knocked out, and then Billy's over here like, guys, we just
poured
started.
another one.
We just started.
See, that's the kind of friend that you take to parties, and then you pretend like they're a lightweight, and you start getting people to bet on drinking
Oh,
games.
fuck
and
yeah.
You fleece them. That's the ticket right there. That's what you do with that skill.
I wonder
how you
The
make it
years of
work.
emotional abuse.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if you would have been a next generation Bert Kreischer if you went to a party school. But he actually went to a religious school. So
Very religious school.
But Jesus school. But who's
Yeah.
Bert?
he's
Bert
a
McCracken.
comedian.
What?
So
You know
Brad
who Bert
actually
Kreischer is?
yeah. So he's a comedian. He's a very well known one. He's got one specific skit that he talks about called The Machine, where he ended up studying abroad in Russia, and he started hanging out with these crazy gangsters, and he started drinking like crazy with them, and they just really loved him, and they called him The Machine. So he obviously he'll tell the story better, but yeah, that's his biggest story. Brad actually brought up that the movies Van Wilder were actually about him.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So he even went and said that he's not gonna watch those movies without Ryan Reynolds. So if he ever watches them, he's gonna need Ryan Reynolds with him. But yeah, no, fucking, I'm telling you, dude, the way that fucking Billy drinks is ridiculous. Like, I can't even comprehend.
Cannot even.
No.
What do you
So
have to
Just
say
give me
for
some
yourself,
taco meat.
Billy?
Give me some
How,
taco
like,
meat. I'll fall asleep in it.
yeah, I do have a picture of
I have heard that story. I know that story.
it. Yeah, I fucking last time I went over to his house, we ended up going to the liquor store. We each got our own bottle, which we both respectively almost finished each bottle, but we didn't
Impressive.
because we decided to get Five Guys burgers. So we never. If we didn't get that food, we probably would have finished the bottles.
Well,
But see,
we didn't go to
that's an
Five
act of
Guys though.
self-care. That was the right decision.
No, we didn't go to it.
Oh,
I
yeah, we
Ubered
were
it.
like, let's get some Five Guys, and then we got in the car, and Z was like, do we want Five Guys? I was like, well, there's another place that's a burger place
No,
by
that
us.
was before we got drunk.
Was that before we got drunk?
Yeah, when I got there, we just went out to eat, and then on the way back, we went to the liquor store, and
That's right. Yeah.
I had just gone to this poker night with a few friends, and one of them ended up bringing this Japanese whiskey bottle, and I tried it, and it was pretty good. And I know Billy drinks a lot of whiskey, so I is that the bottle? That's the bottle, yeah. Yeah,
Evidence.
he brought it down to like the last eighth by the time we were done that night. And
There was 3 drinks before it was done.
That's pretty. Yeah.
Here's the crazy thing: I was drinking I think it was a bigger bottle, because it was a Jameson bottle, and I was mixing my drinks. I was drinking like mule kicks the entire time. Yeah.
This bottle?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Do you decorate with your empty liquor bottles, Billy?
No,
What?
I keep them around.
Bessie, I have news for you. We give that up at 25. That's not cool after
I keep them around and use them as hammers.
Okay.
Still have a Jaeger.
Sure you do.
Too.
For sure.
Oh,
That's right. All
From
utilized.
the last time Z came over before that time.
oh man. Yeah, it's safe to say whenever we get together, we drink a lot.
Yeah.
Well, next time you visit Billy, I'm going to need you to go through there and pick up all those empty liquor bottles. Get rid of them. Just do us all a favor. Do Billy a favor.
I
There's
think
only
those
4
are the
of
only ones. I think
There's
those,
only
4.
only 4.
'cause, like,
Only 4.
when I was
only.
over there, I didn't see any.
This one.
Yeah, see, I didn't even see that one when I was over there. He was probably hiding it.
He's hiding it under the desk. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's where
No,
he's at
always
now.
up top, and then
Hiding
there's this-
drinks
There
under
we
the
go.
desk. Sneaking sips at 7 a.m. Shaving off the shake.
I don't drink
I
Jaeger
knew
unless
it.
it's a Jaeger bomb.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
It's the only way I drink
Have you
it.
guys ever had Goldschlager? Goldschlager was one of my favorite liquors.
I've never
Nice.
had it, but I've heard
What
it's
is it?
good to have in moderation.
Is that the drink itself, or is it a mixed drink?
It's the drink itself, but it has shavings of gold in it. And,
Oh.
And
it
I
actually cuts open your throat.
That's what they
Fuck.
say. I don't know if this is actually true. I'll be honest. I never myth busted this, but that's what they say. It's the gold cuts your throat when you drink it, and so the alcohol goes straight into your bloodstream from the cuts in your throat, so you get drunk faster and harder.
Jesus.
I don't know if scientifically that's true. I can tell you that shit fucked me up real bad, and everyone I've seen drink it
All right.
fucked up real bad. So it could be true. That could be a real scientific, factual thing.
You know what I want to
sure.
try though, just because at my last job that I was at, this old guy, fucking heavy alcoholic, he was always talking about this drink called Malort's. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it, but he swears up and down that he would never wish that drink on his enemy because it's that bad.
That looks like ass. Jepson Malort.
Yeah, I've
looks like a
never
hot
had
sauce
it, and I don't know if I'll ever try it, but it definitely piqued my interest anytime the guy talked about it.
It was introduced in the 30s, and it's 70 proof.
I think they just made a canned mix version of it.
There's some pictures of canned. It just the bottle just looks like a freaking hot sauce bottle.
That's amazing. You're muted, by the way.
Sorry, I was vaping and I didn't want to be like right in
Yeah.
my mic.
Easy there, Darth
Thank you.
Vader.
Alright. This, you know what the color reminds me of though, and actually if you like Jaeger, you might like Honey Jaeger. Have you ever had Honey Jaeger? I think it's called Baron Jaeger. I think it's
No.
Oh no, I've had honey whiskey, not honey Jaeger.
Yeah, honey whiskey.
Okay.
Okay. Honey whiskey's awesome.
Look up Baron Jaeger, because Honey Jaeger, if you like Jaeger, Honey Jaeger is chef's kiss. It's very good.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
all of the flavor
Goodness.
profile of
Oh,
like
Baron
Jaeger,
Okay.
but it's got that, it's lighter. It's like a honeyness. It's not really, obviously got a licorice flavor to it. It's like honey.
They got
Just
It's
says
like-
I'm
different
loving the
versions
German
of it.
names.
I know, right? And it has a cute bottle. I like the
It
bottle that
definitely
it
does,
comes in.
yeah.
It's got good packaging and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you mix
highly
it?
recommend.
What's that mixed with? Or do you just drink it like that?
Mix. Bestie. I didn't mix it. I
Hate to
drank
break
it.
it to you, Steve.
I
You
put
drink
it in
Okay,
a
everything.
I'm
nice
sorry. I'm not.
sipping glass, and I sip it like a grown up.
Okay, you
That's what
sip
you
it.
do.
Okay,
Oh,
you're
what,
not
you
like
sip?
Billy. Billy just drinks it.
Okay, I'm teasing. No, good mixers for Baron Jaeger would be like pineapple juice or grenadine, like a hint of, like a drop of grenadine. Be
Mhm.
careful with grenadine; it's not meant to be a lot. What else am I mixed with? Flavorful, fruity stuff, light fruity stuff, like
Gotcha.
hibiscus sparkling drink. I one time mixed with Baron
Oh.
Jaeger, and it was bomb. It was really good.
Alrighty.
Anything fruity, really.
Right.
Yeah. But the
Yeah.
pineapple juice does go really good with it. It kind of cuts through some of the alcohol burn a
Well,
little
back
bit.
in 2020, in the middle of the pandemic, me and Brad went to visit Billy, and everything for the most part was still closed, or just there wasn't much to do. So I ended up going there. We ended up going there for like 3 days, and when I got there, it was a Friday night, but I knew I was gonna be drinking heavily, and I didn't want to drive back on. I didn't want to drink on Saturday and drive back on Sunday with a hangover. So I was like, "Fuck it!" As soon as I get there, I'm just gonna start drinking, and had beer. He ended up getting me Crown. Was it peach?
Crown peach. As long as
Crown
it wasn't
peach.
Crown green apple, because that shit's gross.
That's my favorite, actually.
Hey, oh, watch out. We talked about this.
I know, I was doing it on purpose. No, it's gross. That
yeah.
should not be your favorite. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Not ashamed. I'll still drink it. So he ended up getting me that, and then what else? There was something else I was taking did you have a tequila there as well? You had a clear drink there that I was taking a shot of as well. Because I ended up drinking beer. I had like a good 4 beers. I ended up taking a shot of that Crown, and then I took a shot of something clear.
Would have been vodka if I had
It was
it.
probably vodka then.
So
And
You just
then
carry around vodka. You just
this
sneak
was
it
this
around.
was
I
this was when
always had
Billy
vodka.
actually did have big fucking bottles of liquor. Like I'm not talking about like a fucking 750 milliliter bottle. No, I'm talking about like a fucking 2-gallon bottle.
the big ones, yeah.
Yeah, and
One. Oh.
and I see on top of his fridge a fucking Kraken bottle. I've never had Kraken before, and I'm just like, Billy,
Oh.
what is this sorcery? And he's just like, oh,
No.
it's rum. I'm like, mix me a drink.
It's devil rum.
Me not realizing that Billy actually, he's the guy that'll like fill the cup 90% with liquor and then 5% of Coke.
You're
And
that
then-
asshole.
And then the last 5% is
Yeah, I've
just
met plenty of you.
enough air to like not fall over. So me being already drunk, or I just start chugging away at that fucking thing, dude. I think I finished it because
Yep.
then I blacked out, and this is when he started streaming. So he was streaming like the
Oh.
entire time I was there, and people in his chat are just like, "Is that guy okay in the background?"
Fine. Fine.
But I don't even know.
No.
All the stories that I know about that night, aside from me puking eventually, was from those two. They were just witnessing the goofiest shit ever.
I
Oh my
carried him to
God.
my bed. I tucked him in. I gave him a little kiss
Aw.
on the forehead.
Oh, did you put some water by his bed for
No.
when he wakes up?
No, but I did have a cup of water on my counter because I didn't have anything by my bed.
Dude, that that all right. Your bed is comfy as fuck, though. That's for sure. Like,
Still got that bed. It's nice. It's adjustable.
Adjustable. It's important. It's got to be adjustable.
yeah.
It's one of those hybrid beds. It's half memory foam, half spring. So
Ah, the hybrids are where it's at. Best of
Yeah.
both worlds.
That's what I got too.
Yeah.
Just not like his.
Kraken's not a good drink. That's not. I wouldn't. No.
Yeah, that's the
I
first and
would
last time
not.
I'll ever have that.
No. Mm-mm.
You know what's
Gosh.
worse though is Fireball.
Mm.
Whoever likes
I
Fireball just
love
needs
Fireball.
to,
If you don't
reevaluate their
have a
life.
bad fireball story, like, have you even lived really? Like, everyone I know that is, fun has one bad fireball story. And never again fireball story. Like,
Yeah, that was me back in fucking 2016, I think 2015. I ended up throwing a New Year's party when my parents were in Mexico, and well, my brother and I, back when my brother used to DJ as a side gig, he would have he had like these two big ass fucking speakers, a giant sub, and then his DJ equipment, set it up in the basement.
you had a party. You
Yeah.
didn't
Oh
have
yeah,
like
people
a.
still talk about that party to this day, and they're just like, dude, you need to throw another one. Like,
Oh damn!
yeah, so it was a great party, but
lit.
it ended
All right.
very bad for some of us.
Uh-oh.
One of my
Because of
friends-
fireball in part, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was also my first time making Jello shots, and not realizing how early I should have prepared them. So instead of Jello shots, they turned into slushies.
Yeah.
Which, fair enough, people still liked them.
Yep.
I was,
Yep. But if you've never made or were like, I don't know if you'd had like, well, even if you'd had Jello shots before, they're probably made by other people. How was your ratio? How was your ratio with like the alcohol?
the
Were
one
they
that
too
I
strong?
made, I think it was
Because
fine.
most people make them way too strong.
It was fine.
And then they get way too fucked up with everything.
People really liked them, and that was the problem because we made a lot.
Yeah.
So like, and on top of that, they were slushies. So at one point,
So people were just shoveling them in their mouths. Like,
yeah, my friend Jason that Billy met at my parents' wedding.
Mhm.
I think it was at their wedding, but
Yeah.
so he was actually horrible at drinking. Like, he just couldn't fucking contain himself.
He gets an F.
Carson.
He's
Yeah,
failed
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, he's fucking horrible. Cause like at one point, one of my brother's close friends at the time, she was telling me, she's like, yeah, I had to literally like hold him back because I turn around and I see him and he's just like, just taking fucking shot after shot of those Jello shots or slushies. Like, he just wouldn't stop drinking them. And at one point, I'm in the bathroom and I'm like, I'm just taking a piss, and like, I guess I didn't lock it. I didn't lock the door. So like, while I'm finishing up, he comes in. He's like, "Bro, I gotta go." I'm like, "Whoa, hold up, dude, chill." So like, I'm washing my hands, and then like, he's already setting himself up in front of me. I'm just like, "All right, I'm just gonna close this door for you." And then he, like, while I'm closing it, he's like, "No way, I won't be able to get out."
Maybe it's for the best.
So I ended up chilling outside of the bathroom for a bit, and I was talking to someone, and then he finally comes out, and I'm talking for a little bit, and then I look away for 1 second from him, and then I hear a thump, and then I turn back, and he's face first on the floor. I'm just like, oh my god, dude, you just need to stop for the night already. So,
Go to bed. Just go to bed.
yeah, no, he's I don't think he ever got better from drinking, but here's to
Aw.
hoping. Here's to hoping.
Here's to hoping.
Right. But
Never had any story like that at all for any alcohol that I've drank.
No,
'cause you
not
don't get
you,
drunk for some reason.
bestie. Never. Mm-hmm.
Just don't get drunk.
I'm
I
telling
mean,
you.
like there are times like I've blacked out twice, ever like since I've ever started drinking. It's only been twice.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, usually I just keep myself. You know, the first time that I got blacked out, I was like, all right, never again. The second time I blacked out was after a bad breakup, and I drank one of the bigger bottles of Grey Goose, just straight, just fucking.
Mm.
I gave like my roommate a single red Solo cup, and then I had the rest. It was empty that night. Like 2 hours. It's gone.
And you didn't throw up? You just blacked out and like
No,
passed out?
Just passed out on my
Wow.
couch, woke up, and some guy was doing maintenance inside the bathroom, fixing the light that we.
I'm telling you, he's a
You were just
madman.
like, hey, bud,
Dude.
what's up?
Yeah,
Don't
I
mind
was like,
me.
I remember I was like, crap,
Just
what time is it?
recovering.
And I looked at my phone. I was like, shit, it's 10. I missed my 8 a.m. And then I checked my emails and I was like, oh, sweet. 8 a.m. is canceled.
Perfect. The universe just knew.
Yeah, my
Mhm.
next class wasn't until 12. So I was like, all right, I'm going to sleep.
Yeah. It's the only cure, the only recovery.
I was still wobbling through like the rest of the day for my class.
Fuck.
It
All
was bad.
shaky and
Like
shit.
I was
Ugh.
hungover for the rest of the day, or not even hungover, but
You
I
know
was
it's
drunk for the
bad
rest of the day.
if it follows you into the next day. If you've ever had a hangover, still like it's not as bad, but like you can feel it the second day. That's when you know it's bad.
I didn't
know if
start
you've ever had
getting
that happen.
hangovers until like the past 2 years.
Mm.
I've never had a hangover until
It's
then.
Same.
It's a gift
actually.
of your late 20s. It's a gift of your
Yeah,
late 20s.
it
Welcome.
seems like it, honestly.
Little spoiler alert, guys, does not get better from here.
No,
It
I
gets
bet.
worse. That whole
I
second day
wake up,
hangover
my
thing,
whole
I know you
fucking
guys are like,
body
what the
hates.
fuck is she talking about? Give it 2 years. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's not
Yeah,
fun. You won't like it.
Yeah, the only time
Mhm.
it ever like went into the second day was that experience I had at Billy's
Was
house
that time?
2 years ago.
It's awful. You wake up that second day if you feel that any ounce of that hangover, you're like mad. You're like,
Yeah,
what
it's like, right,
it has been long enough. What
all
the fuck
right.
is this? Not okay. Not okay.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I wake up and start drinking more after I've drank for a lot.
He just cancels
Well,
out the
bit of the,
alcohol with more
the
alcohol.
hair of the dog that bit ya. Yeah.
Exactly.
See, that works for a lot of people. Like, I've had so many friends like wake up in the morning, we're both in a bad way, and they'll do that, and they'll be like, oh, they'll start perking up, and they'll try to get me to do it. They're like, here, see, this person, you do it. Nope, nope, it doesn't work for me.
You need some
Mm-mm-mm.
coffee and a Bloody Mary.
No, God, didn't we talk about
Yeah,
this?
fuck
Bloody
Bloody
Marys
Marys,
are
dude.
disgusting.
Absolute
Anyone who
worst.
drinks Bloody Marys, I'm convinced y'all are trolling me. Look, you're trolling us. Like, no one likes these.
You don't like
Right.
tomato sauce?
And you know what? Because I brought this up to Brad as well. I'm also gonna throw in mimosas into that category. Like, fuck
Wait, you don't like
those.
mimosas?
No,
What's wrong
I mean,
with
an orange
mimosas?
juice. How can you really go wrong with that, though?
fuck mimosas. They're just.
You like screwdrivers,
I'll
don't
throw
you?
those in there with Bloody Marys. It's
I
just
feel like
fucking dumb.
tomato juice and orange juice are different animals, though. We cannot lump those
Yeah,
in.
but-
Don't you like screwdrivers?
I don't think I've had one before.
You've never
Screwdriver
had a
is just
screwdriver?
vodka and orange juice.
No,
Yeah.
I've never had that before. I don't. I don't like vodka. I actually that was
I mean, I
the
made
first
it
thing
for-
I started drinking when I started drinking. And then like once I
Same.
started drinking other things, I'm like, God, vodka fucking sucks, dude.
It's a
Like,
potato.
It is.
yeah, but it
There's no.
doesn't take the
Mm-mm.
fact away that it sucks. Like people that just solely drink vodka, you're fucking missing out on better drinks. Sorry to
People
tell
who
you.
think-
solely drink vodka, I'm convinced they're not doing it for the flavor, guys. It's
Yeah,
cost effective.
for the experience.
It's
Cheap.
yeah,
Especially
absolutely.
screwdrivers. You buy a gallon of OJ and you buy a big old thing of cheap vodka, and then boom,
You know
got
the
a
first
bunch of screwdrivers.
the first time I messed up my no puking since like 5th grade was, I think it was like 2017 maybe, and it had to do with fucking Tito's vodka, you know, because fuck Tito's. But my friend, that's all he drinks is vodka, you know, so
Fucking
we ended up
Tito's.
pre-gaming at his house, had Tito's, and then we ended up going to Navy Pier in Chicago to watch. It was my first EDM concert with Zed's Dead, and which was awesome because he was the first artist I listened to or was introduced to through EDM, and so over at
Was it a
that
good
venue,
show?
yeah, it was awesome.
Oh,
I think he also had Ghostface Killah in it. So if anyone
Oh,
has ever
shit!
listened to him, like that was also fucking amazing.
That's a dope lineup. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I forgot who the
Nice.
first guy
He always
was.
finds these lineups.
Yeah, I forgot who the first one was, but those two were awesome. And then over there, there was fuck. I think this was the same night too. So this might have actually been another reason why I got a little too fucked up. But we were in line, right? And we were about to get checked at the security table, whatever. And I see to my right, and there's this girl. I'm just like, that can't be her. My ex, like literally the worst fucking breakup in the world.
No.
My
No.
first everything, and like I
Mm.
at that point I haven't seen her for I think it was like 5 years maybe.
Oh,
Um,
that's too long to run
like
into someone like that there.
yeah,
No.
and I'm just like why the fuck do you listen to this music? Because she was always the one that listened to like the super, the Adele type of music, and
Because
uh,
she's there for the vibe. She's there for the party.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it turns out it wasn't her. But like I
Oh,
started freaking
okay,
out
good.
because like I thought it was her. So I
Yeah.
go straight to the bar after security check, and they had Monaco's there. And anytime I drink Monaco's, I literally because they're like the size of a Red Bull can, I just drink the fuck out of them. Like I'll just chug them and then buy another one and chug it. And I went through two of them right away, right in front of my friend. Who's like, dude, I can't believe you just did that. I'm like, yeah, I can't either, but I think it's her. So
Oh.
later on, while I was drunk, I was just like, "Are you at Zed's?" I was messaging her through Facebook. I'm like, "Are you at Zed's dad?" And she eventually messaged back. She's like, "No, dude." I'm just like, "Thank fuck," but I'm in for a
Oops.
ride.
Yeah.
So yeah, on the way back, after the concert, we actually ended up going to a pizza place, and the pizza was fucking awful, and that was
Aw.
another instigator to my
Already
future
fucked
bad
date.
situation. So on the
Yeah.
way back, we're like a good 10 to 15 minutes from my house, and I just couldn't
Mhm.
fucking hold it anymore. So I was like,
Mm.
stop, please.
When you know, you know.
Right.
Right.
But
Yeah.
whatever I do, this is what I absolutely love about EDM concerts, because the last two times that I've been to a rock concert, the crowd just isn't as with it as they should be. And at EDM concert, especially like a hardcore one like this, I mean, what is hardcore really? Like, is not like something like Excision, but like
Hardcore in the sense, not like it's cooler than everything else or more hard than anything else, but
right,
like not down tempo. We're not
right,
talking about like the down tempo shit. We're talking the, yeah,
yeah.
people
So
go there to throw down. Right.
yeah. So that was I just fucking vibed with everyone there, and I remember specifically this one girl that I was with the entire time. I never knew her name, but I called her Bunny Ears because she had bunny ears.
That's one of my favorite things about EDM shows is the random nicknames that you both give and receive. I
Yeah.
love that there. Because, yeah, you don't get to really catch anyone's name. You end up just, like, pointing and coming up with whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
And I still have a video of my buddy with the vodka. We were at the concert, and I was recording like a selfie recording, and I was trying to get the crowd and whatever. And like I realized after watching it that I had my buddy right behind me, and I think he was on acid. I'm not sure, but
So you had
you
his
just
face
you
just
just see
like,
him. He's just like gone. He's
yeah.
just like.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. That's
the
great,
entire
though.
time. It's like, bro,
I
you're
love it.
fucking gone. But yeah, that was my experience after I don't know, fucking 15 plus, no, not 15 plus years, like 12 years maybe. I finally puked. Good
Well,
times.
at least you got them to stop the car and you didn't puke like on
In the
yourself
car?
or like in the car.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Kudos to that.
Yeah. That's one thing I do like, because I don't understand how people can just like
Let
when
it out.
when they feel it, they don't even have a chance to react to it. It just fucking happens. I'm like, damn, I feel bad for you, because when I feel it, I actually have a chance to like make like like prepare myself for it.
Right.
So most of the time I do. But there was one time when I was like maybe 16 or 17. I did not get that done. And I had drank way too much, especially for being 16, 17. I had gone to a work party. I use that loosely. I had my first job. I worked at Monkey Joe's. I was like a bounce house place for kids. And I was trying to get in good with my manager because she was kind of a not very nice. And they were having like this big rager, this big party. They were inviting everybody who worked at our store and everybody who worked at the other locations. So it was going to be like a big thing. And I went, and my manager let me ride with her. So I rode with her there. We partied. Then she was driving us back. She was driving us home. I was so drunk. I was trying to keep up with them. I was trying to like be cool.
Yeah.
No. Well, and there was a competitive edge to it because they were playing a lot of drinking games, and the one that was like getting the most attention was Flip Cup. I don't know if you guys have ever played Flip Cup. I don't know. That's
Yeah.
like a. I'm a very competitive person. That was part of the problem. I was trying to win, and so I did win, but I also lost.
But there was a
Personally, I
cost.
lost. There
Won the
was a
battle, lost the
personal-
war.
That's exactly it, Betsy. I lost the war in her backseat right into my purse because I was not going to throw up on her actual car. But it was not fun, let me tell you. That purse did not survive the night. It had to go bye-bye. But I
And
had
all
to,
of its
like, clean
contents.
out my... No, guys, I had my license in there. I had my wallet. I had,
Ooh.
like,
Ooh,
my
boy.
life in there. I had cigarettes in there. And let's just say I had to try and salvage what I could because the bitch was very broke. You don't make a lot of money working at Monkey Joe's.
Yeah, I
So,
don't doubt it.
yeah, not having notice. Not fun. Not fun at all. I got no notice. I thought I was good, and I was not in a split. And I was sitting in the back seat in the middle between two people. So I didn't even have like the, reach out the window like moment. Like I was sandwiched. Like there was no. It was a bad situation. Not good.
Fuck.
Yeah. They didn't like me after that. Well, they didn't
Yeah?
like me before that. They definitely didn't like
Damn.
me after that.
This was
You'd
your
think
chance and
winning
you blew
Flip
it.
Cup would have been enough for these motherfuckers, but no. Guess not.
Oh, fuck them. You don't need them.
Nah, fuck them.
Yeah, I
Who
had
needs
this...
human opinion?
What?
Who needs human opinion?
Yeah, right?
Not me.
I have a friend. She also met Billy. She's like maybe 5 feet tall, maybe a little bit taller, maybe a little bit
The
shorter.
other Jess?
Huh?
Is that the other Jess?
No. That's the one that slept over and watched Deadpool 2 with us.
Oh, she was in the army. I don't know if she still is.
She still is. Yeah, she's in the reserves.
She getting married?
No.
At
Fuck
your
no.
parents' wedding?
No, she's
Like she had a
she's
boyfriend that she was about?
she did, but past tense. Anyways, so yeah, no, she's in the group with me and you of possibly never getting married. But that's neither here nor there. Anyways, so so because of her stature, she loves to try to hang with the heavy drinkers, and it works to an extent.
To an extent.
Yeah. Because she
And
can
then
do
it backfires.
Yeah, because she
Bad.
can do it, but there's a cost.
There's a cost. Oh, I feel this. She and I could probably tell some fucking stories.
No,
yeah.
probably.
No, there's a cost.
But,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there was this the guy, my other friend, the one that I was talking about with the vodka, him.
Mhm.
So all three of us, we tend to hang out a lot, and back in like 2018, I think that entire year, we didn't go a single weekend without getting drunk. And fucking this one day, they're hanging out at my place, and we just ended up getting some cases of beer, and we're drinking. And because me and him are just gonna keep fucking chugging away, she wants to hang too. And then they both get really drunk, and I'm drunk, but I'm not like super drunk. But then they both end up going to use the two separate bathrooms and start puking. I'm just like, I'm sitting watching TV, and for some reason my drunk self decided it was a good time to record. So I ended up finding this on my phone the next day. I'm just like, oh, okay, this is a thing. But like I was recording, I was like, yeah, just don't mind me sitting here by myself. One of them's puking in the second floor. One of them's puking in the first floor.
Stop.
I
If
think
you had
you
put that
sent
on
me a
Vine or
Snapchat
No, no,
TikTok,
no, no.
that would have gone so viral. Are you kidding me?
Like,
That's
this,
hilarious.
that is not even the worst part though,
You still
because
have it? Send it to me. That's fucking hysterical. Oh my
Like,
god.
I think you sent that to me in a Snapchat.
no, I don't think I've sent it to anyone before.
I know you sent me a couple videos before of like when you're drinking.
Probably, but
This is a common situation for you. My god.
Very
yeah,
common.
we
Oh god.
so not noticing until the morning that she puked where she slept. And it wasn't
Wait,
much.
no.
It
Wait a
was-
minute. When
it-
you say stop, when you say she puked where she slept,
So
did she sleep on the couch or on a bed
couch.
or on the ground?
on the couch.
On the couch.
Yes.
Did she turn and puke onto the floor or did she
No.
puke
No.
into the couch?
So hear me out first, because it wasn't even a lot, because I couldn't fucking find it. It was just the fucking
I don't
smell
get-
was there.
Then it was in the couch. Then it was in the couch.
But like it
in the
wasn't.
couch.
No, it was on the blanket that she was using.
Oh. You get rid of the blanket. That's your only
You
option.
washed it.
Yeah. So.
I would assume that happened anyway. I was assuming this was after the washing.
We didn't find
Oh.
out until the morning, and we were just like, bro, did you just fucking
Oh.
sleep like that? And she didn't even realize it either, and we're just like, how fucking
Oh,
drunk were you?
You wouldn't
that
if you were in.
Like,
Wow, she's lucky she didn't puke when she was like gonna choke, laying on her back. You would have found something very
Yeah.
different. No, but that's happens when you're blackout. You're just like no
How
memory.
that drummer
of
died?
which one? That's probably how a
Um,
few drummers have
I
died.
can't
let's be
remember
honest.
what band he was, but one of their drummers died from choking on his own puke.
Probably, sadly, I knew a couple people growing up that it happened to. That is a real thing. And actually, come to think of it too, every like party I went to that growing up, that was like a thing we did. We'd go around. Those of us that were still up at 3 a.m, like out in their puke, we'd go around and we'd turn people from their backs,
oh shit.
make sure they didn't
Wow.
choke and die. Yeah, that was like party etiquette. That's what
Yeah.
you were supposed to do. It made you a
Right.
good friend.
Yeah. No.
Good friends
fuck
make
yeah.
sure you don't die.
Great people. That's
Good
John
friends also
Bonham.
don't puke on their friends' blankets. That's not cool. Or at least if they do, they
She-
they wake up and they throw it in the fucking washing machine and they clean up after
She-
themselves.
She didn't mean to, but we've had moments, her and I, where we've owed each other. So
Got you. Totally get that.
Did I tell you that first edible story that I had? No.
I think you did. No?
I
One
know I
where it was
told Billy.
tainted. No,
No,
you
it
told
wasn't.
her.
It wasn't tainted though. But
no, but like you had
it
your
was
friend
the
take care of
Nutella
you
cookie.
after.
Did I tell you about that? The Nutella cookie?
Oh, we did talk about it because we were talking about Nutella, and I was like, Nutella is especially potent though because it's heavy and like it's
so this
fatty.
is the friend that I
Yeah.
was over at her house while she was taking care of me.
Oh, so
So-
you guys just take turns.
Yeah, she's actually my only friend that I've known since kindergarten. So.
Aw, that's
Yeah.
really cool.
But,
That's
yeah,
neat.
there've been many times where we owed each other one.
Yeah. No, I get that. Well, that's not too bad then.
Yeah. Nah.
New blanket.
Yeah. It's whatever. It could be.
Not when you have good
worse.
friends that, yeah, you can take care of you and you take care of them.
Yeah.
That's always a good thing. But
For real.
damn, yeah,
Like.
puking and
There are-
drinking. I don't miss that.
There are two famous people that have died from their own puke.
Oh
Mm.
shit.
One was Jimi Hendrix.
Mm-hmm.
He died in the back of an ambulance on his own puke. And the person I was thinking of was John Bonham, the drummer for the Led Zeppelin.
Oh, I didn't know the drummer from Led Zeppelin
Holy
died now.
fuck.
Actually.
In 2011, that's how he died. After
Holy
40
shit,
shots of
2011?
vodka within a 24-hour
Holy
period.
fuck.
40? 40 shots?
Yep.
Wait a
Okay,
minute.
wait.
That's like so
And
much more
that's
than
why
most
Led
people
Zeppelin
realize.
broke up.
Okay, but what is he? How does someone
40
come up with
shots?
that stat? Like,
Okay,
how does
okay,
someone
okay.
equate
So-
40 shots? Because, like,
The blood alcohol level, probably. But that combined with witness accounts, I'm sure between the BAC that he had in his autopsy and then like people being like, I saw him drink vodka shots all day, they
right.
computed that. And that's
Yeah.
probably their best estimate.
40 shots
But
within a
40
24-hour
shots
period.
in a 24-hour period is so much. Oh, man. So let's break that down. Assuming that he was having like what? a few shots an hour. What does that break down? I don't fucking. Y'all are math people. Help me.
I don't know. Fucking
Billy,
I mean,
you're the math person.
that's more. That's about 2 shots per fucking hour. It's a little bit less. It's like
Actually,
1.3.
not that bad. Really?
Okay,
Shit.
so the estimate is out of a
But
750
that's every hour
milliliter
for
bottle, it's 16 shots total. Out of a 750 milliliter bottle.
Wow. So
So
yeah,
just one
he
of the
killed
big
it.
ones.
I wonder if he had been
I
on
think
like
that's
an.
a normal size though.
Yeah, the 750 is the normal size. So the
Yeah.
big one would be like he just drank a big bottle
Yeah.
himself.
How old was he when that happened?
1948 to 1980. No,
You said 2011 though.
2011. No,
Okay,
I'm sorry. In 2011, he was named best drummer by Rolling Stones. His death.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, how
That's
the
my
fuck
fault.
is it? Why isn't
That's- I
what
know.
business does an 80-year-old have? Fucking.
You'd be surprised though. These old rock stars, like they will do
He
this
was
shit.
32.
You know what? Yeah, you're
Oh,
probably right.
that's sad.
How old was he?
32.
32.
And Jimi Hendrix was 27.
And Jimi Hendrix was young.
Yeah,
I do
Jimi
remember
Hendrix was always a very sad one.
that. Kurt
Tyler
Cobain, that's the one that always
Sachs.
gets me.
Yeah.
Different manner of death, but
Oh yeah.
always gonna miss that one.
So
Didn't somebody else from the Foo Fighters just die? I know Kurt Cobain was Nirvana. My mind jumped ahead to
Yeah, no, Foo Fighters. Yeah, that makes
Right.
sense. It's fine.
but I think I just read that somebody else, not obviously
Well, it's one of the
David
top
Grohl,
6
but
names. Taylor Hawkins.
Taylor Hawkins.
that's
Died March
right.
25th.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I just heard about that. That's right. Because I saw Dave was
Four
posting about
Seasons
it.
Hotel over in Colombia.
Yeah,
No given cause of death.
I think I read that it was
Had
drug
10
related.
substances
Unconfirmed
in system.
rumor,
this is-
but
From what NBC News is saying, he had 10 substances in his system.
yeah.
But that
Opioids,
is-
bed soda.
So I never
diazepam.
actually, I don't know if you guys did, but I never actually looked into or did any kind of research on Cobain's death. So all I ever knew or heard was conspiracies about his wife.
Mm-hmm. So I've heard not conspiracies about his wife, but I've heard conspiracies that he was looking into stuff that he shouldn't have, just like Chester Bennington.
Yeah, I heard that
Hmm.
too.
Yeah.
There's a lot of conspiracies around his death. Just like Tupac.
Tupac, yeah. There's Tupac and Biggie are always gonna be wrapped around.
Tupac and
conspiracies.
Biggie have there's a lot
I
of
think
conspiracies
that's the
with them.
biggest conspiracy when it comes to celebrity deaths.
What about OJ? Do we think OJ did it?
Didn't he go? Didn't he actually?
He
admit
wrote
that he
a
did
book basically admitting that.
Yeah,
he did,
because like they can't take him
Okay,
back to court
he
after
didn't-
they.
Double
Didn't
Jeopardy!
admit
Yeah.
it, but he said, "If I would have done it, I would have done it this way."
Then he went into a lot of details. So many.
Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking OJ. Oh
what an
man.
animal. What an animal, dude.
You guys ever
Oh,
see
man.
that Family Guy episode of the OJ trial?
Oh, I don't think I
No.
have, but I've seen clips of
Not of
it.
the trial
Oh,
itself, but it's like mentioned in one of the like flashbacks that Brian has, and he's like, "Yeah, it's like when I had that one roommate, and they're watching the OJ trial, and it's like." Not guilty, and his roommate was a black guy. Stands up, and says, "Right," and Brian says, "Oh, come on!" And they hold hands on each other. They're like, "I think we should see other roommates." He's like, "I agree."
Oh fuck.
oh man. I forgot about that.
I can't bring myself to watch that show, but I will watch random skits from it, just because
I
they
just
do.
find myself watching a lot of clips from it.
Yeah,
now.
they do have amazing clips every now and then.
You know what adult anime? Well, it's not
Yes,
just
I know
adult,
exactly
I guess.
what adult anime is.
No, I was gonna say what adult animated show that I like better than Family Guy, or I think
About
it's kind
chicken.
of Family Guy. Well, definitely, but that's. I mean, is that animated or is that claymated? That's a little.
It's
It's
I
animated.
want to say it's its own genre.
Robot Chicken is
Well,
claymation.
But its mouth is definitely animated. Or is,
Robot Chicken?
yeah, the mouths are definitely animated on. Or are those?
Yeah, they are. The mouths are animated.
Yeah, because they're not pieces of paper on. Like
I thought it
he
was
would
all
I
claymation,
don't,
but I might be misremembering.
it was probably like some South Park level shit.
Probably a mishmash. I was gonna say Bob's Burgers though. I love Bob's
Really?
Burgers.
Damn.
Yeah, that's such a good show. You know, what do you think of it?
I just didn't get into it, but
No.
I did enjoy the
Stop.
few episodes that Brad brought up, because
That's
I
what it
think
is.
that's Brad's favorite show.
Hmm.
And like he went through this
Never
phase
mind
where
then.
like
It's not my favorite
Hold on
anymore.
a second. You don't like Bob's Burgers, but you love Archer?
I never
Like,
said
what
I didn't like it.
the fuck?
I just couldn't.
Oh.
I
Okay,
just didn't
so
get
you
into
just
it.
gave a very
just-
much like I don't like it.
I'm sorry.
answer.
Yeah,
like,
no, I just
that's
didn't
your
get into
whole...
it. No, it's so
Yeah,
that because
I'm not even
for a long time I couldn't get into
Like,
TV shows. Like
Mhm.
Archer, I still haven't finished, but for a long time, like I just couldn't get into TV shows. Like if I did, and I didn't binge it right away, probably take years for me to watch it.
I guess it's fair that you haven't finished Archer, because the last time we tried to watch it, we damn near got drunk, and Brad had to stop us.
That's
No,
yeah,
it's bad when Brad has to be the voice of reason.
that's another reason
So
why.
Brad-
Actually, he was being
Brad
nice
was
about it too, with how
yeah.
fucking bad that
Wow.
drinking. It was a drinking
We
game.
were playing a drinking game, yeah, for an
What was
Archer
the-
drinking.
What was the drink? Oh, an
Archer-
Archer drinking game.
yes.
Send it to you.
And
That sounds
it
dangerous.
was so fucking
What?
good that there was no possible way you couldn't go an episode without finishing a bottle.
What were the rules?
I'm sending it
He
to
was-
you.
it-
Was it?
Oh no.
I could
I think it
look
was
it
this
up
one.
and just start naming some shit out, because this thing was wild.
Absolutely. All right, it's
Um,
in your
Okay,
Discord
so
with the Burt Kreischer.
one drink Archer drinks. That
Are you
already,
kidding me?
That already.
Are you
right?
kidding me?
Right?
That already.
That-
You're fucked.
Okay, another. All right, so I'm gonna read down the column of one drink first. A gun is fired. Archer drinks. A non-bleeped curse word. Miss Archer's a horrible parenting is mentioned. Archer is called Sterling. That's all for one drink.
Come here.
Two drinks.
Come here.
Archer says literally. Archer scolds Woodhouse. Cheryl spaces out. Someone's having sex.
2+ people.
Yeah, two people. Yeah.
2+.
And then something explodes. That's all for two drinks. For three drinks, Archer hits a coworker. Archer doesn't understand. Lana loses an article of clothing. Pam gets high or drunk. Someone gets fired. And
How'd you make it through a single episode?
we
I
didn't.
just-
I mean, we
did-
went
well,
through to like 2 episodes.
But only because
Brad
when it
being
was like
nice.
it was like a gun fight, because one of the episodes we watched was when the FBI parades them, so it's just all good. Like the opening scene is just gunshot after gunshot.
You just have to like pause the show and be like, all right, let's take 10 drinks right
Brad's
now.
like-
chugging your whole
We'll
bottle.
count that as one.
Oh my god.
That
And
only
then-
counts.
And then the last one, this one fucked me so hard in the second episode. But finish your drink if you hear Archer's voicemail. I literally just finished a drink and I popped open a new one and we heard his fucking voicemail. And I was just like, you gotta be kidding me, dude.
No. No. That's dangerous. That's very
It was
dangerous.
It was bad.
That sounds bad.
I would like to revisit it one day, but who knows when that will be.
You're brave.
Hey,
Uh-uh.
we could do it online when we're
Look,
doing
if we
our...
can get a group of people to do it, that would be a lot more fun, because me and Billy's the obvious fucking winner. Like, he's the only person I know that can fucking beat me at drinking. Maybe I'm
Let's
lying.
just
Maybe
all
there's
do it
like
one
another
movie
person
night.
or two. But
Now that
anyways.
Brad's drinking,
oh my
Oh.
god. Yeah, no,
There you
Brad
go.
will not go through half an episode. He's just gonna die at that point.
it's all right. He could just call it quits.
'Cause we-
Venus can join us.
We have this this thing where we say that,
Wow. I'll have to have a modified drink, but
we have this thing where we are saying that Brad is dying because he's got some issues, medical issues that even the fucking doctors don't know about. Like he's even gone to get an MRI scan and they're just like, yeah, we don't fucking see anything wrong with you. So
damn.
yeah, we're just saying that he's dying, and he might be allergic to alcohol or some sort of something that's in an alcohol like drink, whatever. But he's I mean, he tried drinking the last month or so, because he did have a week off of work, and then he tried drinking and it was fine, but he
I think it was
doesn't
just
go past
that.
1 or 2 drinks.
Yeah, because he just had like that one kind of memory that stuck with him when he drunk so bad that he threw up, and ever since then, like when he took a drink, he started throwing up.
Yeah, I
Right?
don't
Was
know.
that it?
I'm not sure. There's some shit. I don't know. He'll explain it better next time we bring it up, and he's on this
Yeah, if he's
podcast.
ever showing up.
Yeah, but no, Brad's not gonna make it past the first half of one episode, so he's gonna have to stay like forever the moderator.
That might be a good thing though. 'Cause
Yeah.
those those rules.
It's fucking wild, right?
The setup to fail. Yeah.
Only made it down.
I'm amazed that you want to revisit that. Honestly, wow.
Well, because I feel like I wasn't at my best for drinking at that time. So
feel like you can meet this challenge better, right?
Yeah, this is my toxic trait.
I feel like, that.
It's like when I first had the edible, and I told you that story, and I was like, man, how the fuck am I gonna be this much of a bitch? I'm ordering another one of those from that guy. Take my money. Let me fucking eat that whole bitch again. I ended up going with my vodka friend to go see the Blade Runner movie that came out at the time, and I ate the whole fucking thing before we watched the movie, and I started feeling it right before we even got into the theater, and yeah, it's safe to say I lost because we were in the movie. We were in the IMAX theater. That motherfucker's loud as shit, and it's Blade Runner, so like it's a lot of bass.
Yeah.
I was so fucking high that I was so like I don't know. I'm pretty sure everyone has this issue when they watch a movie in theaters. Everyone wants to fucking talk to them all of a sudden. So I was getting a bunch of
like what is that? No one ever wants to talk to me. No one's ever talking to me. I go to like a movie theater for like once in a year, like the random time I do, and then everybody wants to talk right now. Sorry, universal experience here. Very odd.
It's the
Go
dumbest
ahead.
shit ever. But like I was getting messages and stuff, so I was just like I was slowly. I mean like slowly. I mean like this slowly, getting my phone and pulling it out because I thought it was too loud and people were gonna hear me. Mind you, in an IMAX theater watching Blade Runner that had a fuckload of bass in the movie. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost. So
did you ever manage to get your phone out, or did it take
No,
you
I
the
did.
whole
I did.
movie
It
to
took
get it out of
me
your
like
pocket?
a good fucking 10 minutes at least. But I did.
Took on the rest of the movie to put it back in.
Oh god. Hey, no one noticed.
No one noticed. Mission accomplished.
You did not go to jail. Good job.
And then
Really?
I don't know. Have you guys seen the movie? Did you guys ever see the movie?
Wait, the new Blade Runner?
Yeah.
I saw it.
Okay.
I also saw it high on edible.
So,
Great like that.
So it's a great movie, and
it is.
And like after the movie, the high wore off, and I'm just like, wow, guys, that was a pretty trippy movie. And then like the other friend that was there is like, I don't know, man, it seemed kind of straightforward. I understood it. I'm like, testament to how fucking high I was.
Not your friends. No. Cut them out. They're toxic. You don't need them.
So yeah, anytime I'm like under the influence,
I thought it was a trippy movie.
And it's a bad time for me. Man. I always feel like I have to redeem myself. Toxic trait.
All right, we can revisit the Archer thing. That's a justifiable explanation.
Right? How am I gonna let Billy beat me at 2 episodes? Like, come on.
No, I feel you.
I was expecting 5 episodes at least.
Yeah, well, because to prepare, like we weren't even drinking anything that big. Like
no,
we had something hard.
We had Red's Apple Ale,
and then we had Red's Apple Ale. And it
was
like
pretty gentle. Okay, I could see doing that with like Reds.
It was Reds for like if you're doing the
like
ones,
the one drink
2s,
thing.
3s. Yeah, and then it was like a shot of the hard stuff if it was a finish your drink. But I think we switched solely to the Reds because we're like, all right, like
this is going too quick. Yeah,
this is too much. Yeah.
Too quick. Gotta dial it back.
Yeah, you gotta be drinking beer. If you're fucking drinking straight from the bottle of whatever it is that you like, you're a fucking madman.
No.
I had the same feeling as I did at his parents' wedding because I was just drinking so much that I was just getting full and not getting any more drunk. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's always so frustrating when that happens.
And that's
Feels
the
like
thing.
such a waste.
That's how it is with beer. Like it just fills you up so fast. It's ridiculous.
Liquid bread.
Liquid bread. Literally, yeah.
Yep.
Did you know that beer was learned to be made by humans before bread was?
Yes, actually, I watched a documentary called "How Beer Saved the World," and I
Stupid
actually
fucking
know
fact.
all
I
about
also
that.
saw that documentary.
What?
I also saw that documentary.
Oh, shocking! Z, what did you say?
I said a stupid fucking fact because Billy
Brought
brings
it
it up to me and Brad at like the dumbest time ever. So we just started saying some dumb shit back to him. It was like, did you know that the Apple iPhone was created before bread? Like, we just started saying dumb shit like that.
Perfect. I'm gonna have to think about that. I'm gonna have to come up with some of my own. Oh, that's good. Just some
Oh
trivia,
my
just some
God.
fun
And
facts.
that Bread's
You know.
parents were also came before bread.
Yeah. they came before bread.
I think
Came
everyone
before
came
and
before
for
Brad.
You might be onto something, Venus. Oh my
Who knows?
God.
Sometimes.
But you know what? At least nobody had it out for Brad like that elephant for that woman in India.
Oh my fucking God, yeah. That fucking.
So many questions. So many questions. As a matter of fact,
Nobody knows what happened.
some stuff pulled up like
Billy,
just
you
off
can, you
the
can
bat.
go ahead and take the reins on this story.
I'm just
Well-
mystified.
So, I mean, I'm sure a lot of us first heard about it through TikTok, whereas some guy was just like, dude, some elephant trampled this woman or killed this woman and then pulled her out of her own like casket at her funeral and trampled her in front of the people there. And when you dig deeper in the story, like it didn't just pull her out and trample her. Like it pulled her out of the funeral pyre, so like a thing that's on fucking fire, pulled her out and flung her around and fucking you know, like fucking Hulk and Loki. And then trampled her.
Dude, that shit is so wild.
Yeah, and what makes it even more wild is the elephant walked 124 miles just to get to the funeral.
Thank you. That is actually that is a specific detail that I was trying to look up because I was curious about that. I was like, does this elephant does he live nearby? Like, is how far did he? That's insane. That's so far.
124 miles. And
That's so far.
there are some theories about like how it even made it that far because that would take like a week to walk there for the elephant.
Right.
And it just showed up at
Planning.
the funeral.
Time management.
Yep, like this elephant was out to get her.
Who told this elephant the time and date of the funeral?
Yeah,
Like,
so
I want to know who put it in this elephant's eye calendar. How did that happen? Like,
so they're saying
what?
it's one elephant, but there's also saying in a video alleged incident, a herd of elephants can be seen at the edge of the forest.
He came with the squad.
Yeah,
rolling
yeah. It's like
deep.
we're about to jump this motherfucker, even though she's dead.
Stop it, this bitch. For spite, for the beef.
And nobody
God.
knows why because
There's all kinds
it
of
was
theories already, though. I've already been reading
yeah.
some theories that like maybe she was connected with poachers or like
Mhm.
had like somehow come across this animal and mistreated it or had a history of mistreating animals.
Mhm.
Right.
I've seen all kinds of like speculation, but nothing that's like really tied to any
And
hard
there's
evidence.
this one we don't know for sure, but there's another theory that the elephant was in like musk or must or whatever that is. They're like
their
extremely
rage heat.
hormonal. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, well they'll
That's
just
still so specific though. Like maybe that would make sense to me for like the initial attack that killed her. It's
Mhm.
it's this whole other maybe I wonder
it got a taste and it liked it.
well kind of no but like maybe that's how it made it back to her at that maybe it like was going off of the hormones or smell or something that it left on her body when it
Mhm.
attacked her and it like tracked that to go back to the Still don't know how it would know when the female is. I'm mystified. This is so weird.
That's fucking
Yeah.
wild, though.
That's
Like,
crazy.
literally 120 plus miles to fuck her up, even though she's dead. That'll teach you.
It escaped from a wildlife sanctuary. So it wasn't just like roaming in the wild either. Like it belonged somewhere. Like it was supposed to be somewhere. It broke out of somewhere to go do this.
Which like makes you wonder, because some of the allegations are like that she was throwing stones at it to distract it while poachers took her baby, or things like that. But like if it's on an animal sanctuary, like that's, I don't know, maybe it's different in India, but when I think of a wildlife sanctuary, like I'm thinking you
Protected.
can't really go in there. Yeah, like it's a protected area that you're not allowed to be in. So either she was illegally there, if that was the case, which a 68-year-old woman, I don't see her being agile enough to sneak into a fenced off area or something. But maybe it's not fenced off. I don't know. But
well, she maybe didn't have to do the hard like work of that if she was working with like a poaching group.
mm-hmm.
If she just had like a singular role, which was to do, but like why hire like a 70-year-old woman to do that? Like if you're a poaching group, like why not just have one of your lackeys do it?
Yeah.
Right? Like why would you even need her? Like I'm so mystified.
I don't know, but elephants, man, they might be
elephants
gentle
are really
giants,
smart.
but
Well, they can be really dangerous for sure, but they're also really, really intelligent animals. So that's why this is so fascinating, because I'm like,
they have a great memory.
This is just so specific and so consistent that they're so smart that like the backstory on this. What I would give to talk to that elephant and like be able to communicate. Like it can paint its answers to me, like with a paintbrush. I don't know.
Go
like
do some ayahuasca with that elephant, bro.
That might be the trick. That might work, actually.
She's gonna need your guy for that to tell her.
I don't need your guy. I got a guy. Fine. Don't worry about it.
I think she's more experienced than I am.
I am the guy. What are you talking about?
Guy.
I am the guy.
She's the guy. The guy.
But
the guy. Aren't they territorial though? Like
they're very territorial.
Like they don't leave their area?
Mm-hmm.
Not without reason. They migrate for certain reasons.
Right.
To mate, to give birth, things like that, if it's safer. But yeah, once they have like a home territory.
Right. And you'd think that they would stick to it, especially because it's at a sanctuary.
No, she had it out for this woman, for sure. It's definitely...
This elephant had blood on its mind.
We're gonna need
I'm gonna be following this story. I'm gonna need to know more.
We're gonna need someone to interview that elephant right now.
I volunteer as tribute. I can make this work.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that was probably like the wildest story of the year so far.
That's been pretty wild.
It's Harambe's revenge.
It's Harambe's revenge. Whoa! I think
this
you
is
cracked
for my homie Harambe.
This is for the homie, okay? This is for the homie. That's right. That's right.
She
you
was
know what?
The grandma of the kid that fell in.
Damn.
It's all coming together. The numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
Going after the whole lineage now.
Her bloodline ends here.
Right. Harambe was supposed to be a Caesar from Planet of the Apes. He was supposed to be the one to like. He was supposed to bring balance to the Force, and then he ended up dying instead.
But now it's just every animal's out to get us humans.
You're right.
Oh my god, I'm ready. I'm
number one.
Ready for animal overlords. I think it'd be an improvement at this point, to be honest.
Planet of the Apes, but with elephants.
I'm down. That's fine by me. I want elephant government now. Now. Yesterday.
And then they find out, or like they find a way to just start walking on two legs. Just like us. Could you imagine that? Like, just some big fucking dad-bodied elephant just like walking around, just swinging his trunk like no business. You know,
scratching the thigh with its front legs. Swinging its trunk around.
You're gonna start seeing a bunch of decorations on their tusks. It's gonna be like some Rastafarian shit on one tusk and.
Oh my god. No. That's gonna haunt my dreams. I see stuff right now. Coming after me, chasing me down at my funeral.
My therapist, Rusty Von Elephant, can't hurt you. He's only in your dreams.
Oh, that's a Harambe.
Oh fuck!
Oh,
Dicks out for
fuck.
Harambe, everyone.
Dicks out for
Worm-
Harambe.
Chat worms out for Harambe.
Ah,
This is
Sleepiest.
whew,
this
fuck.
has been pretty fun, guys.
This has been pretty
You
awesome.
guys have nothing else to talk about. This
Mhm.
is this has been the Mere Nonsense podcast. Thank you everyone for coming in. Deuces.
Yep. Bye-bye.